All right, prep, we are back. So I hope you saved your front door drawing from last week, because today we are going to draw what's behind the front door. So you might need to ask for a little bit of help for some of the steps that we're doing today, but you're going to need your colored pencils, your scissors, your glue, and one piece of paper. Not too tricky today. All right, I'm excited to show you what we're going to do with our front doors. Let's go. Okay, so I have my paper, my door from last week, my glue stick, my scissors, and I've got some drawing stuff as well. So I'm going to put this stuff to the side for now because we're going to start with the door. So you might need a little bit of help from mum or dad or whoever's home that might be able to help you with the next bit. But what we're going to actually do is we're going to cut along 3 sides of our door so that it folds open and closed. So if we cut all 4 sides, the door's going to fall out, and we don't want that. So we're just going to cut the top and whichever side the door handle's on. This is a little bit tricky, like I said, so you might need to get a little bit of help from brother or sister or whoever's home and can help you do just one little piece of cutting. All right, what I'm going to start by doing is I'm just going to put a tiny little fold in my page. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to do a little tiny cut, a little tiny fold, sorry, right where I'm going to cut. So I've got my little fold here, and then I'm going to grab my scissors. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little cut along that line and then unfold it. So now I've actually got somewhere to put my scissors into, okay? So I'm not going to cut the whole thing, remember. I don't want to cut the whole thing out because then my door will fall out. Like I said, this is a little bit tricky, so if you need to ask for help, ask for help. So I've made a little hole and I'm gently putting my scissors in there, and I'm going to cut up along the side with my door handle. I'm going to flip it this way and finish off this side. And then I'm going to turn the corner and do the bottom. And I'm going to go back up to the top and gently cut along that line as well. So if I cut along here, my whole door would fall out, but because I've just done the top, the side where the door handle is, and the bottom, what I can do is I can actually fold it. And that is my door. So now my door opens and closes. The next step is easy. So I am going to keep my door folded open like that and flip it over onto the back. Now this bit's tricky because if we use too much glue, everything's going to stick together and we won't be able to open and close our door. You should have a nice rectangle like mine that's kind of like a frame now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on that section, but I'm going to make sure that I don't get any on my door. So we don't need heaps, just around that outside frame. And then I'm going to get my new piece of paper and I'm going to line up the corners as best I can. And I'm going to glue it onto the back of my door piece of paper. Doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Then when I flip it back over, I've got somewhere to draw in here. So I've got my door that opens and closes. And then I've got inside my house. So here, I'm going to draw something inside my house. What happens when I open the front door? And I want you to do the same. I'm going to have a go drawing inside here, and I'll show you what I do when I come back. Okie dokie. So I have drawn some things behind the door of my house. So I'm going to open my door and hello, it's me. And this is the little shelf that's next to my door where I keep my shoes in there and when I drop my keys on the top when I come home. And there's also a little plant there for me as well. So I close the door and then hello. All right, Pep, I hope you enjoyed showing me what's behind your front door and making what's behind your front door. I certainly had a lot of fun with this one. I can't wait to see your front doors and what's inside them. See you next time. Goodbye.